moved in with her for a while, and I was getting close to being 17, 15, 16, 17. I was becoming a man. I had a job at a restaurant. I was getting my GED. And I would babysit my half cousins. These girls would try to do sexual stuff to me, and I would tell their mom. And their mom would spank them once in a while, but these girls would continue to keep trying to do this to me and my brother, who would come around once in a while. And you know how kids are. Boys and girls, especially if they're not related and they just call each other family or whatever, boys and girls do things behind their kids' back. If there's not good parenting and there's dysfunction, boys and girls do things like that behind their parents' back. That's just how life is. That's just, things happen like that. And these girls kept throwing themselves on me, and I was underage. Keep that in mind. Well, once I got that to stop by telling her mom eventually so much, it just became a trend that I didn't feed into the girls doing that to me. It became a trend not to do that. They fell out of the trend of it. I fell out of the trend of it when I did fall for the lust, because I would fall for it sometimes as well, because I figured, heck, their mom didn't care. I might as well just fall for the lust myself. We all stumble. I was a kid, no guidance. Kids do things like that, and I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm just keeping it real, guys, But for the most part, from jump, I tried to stop it before it continued. Tried to tell their mom, and they got whooped, and it just continued. It just never stopped. So that's a result of them probably being molested by people in their family. And the fact that I would feed into theirs was a result of me being molested. So sometimes kids who were molested also would feed back into that. You know what I mean? Some people who were molested, it got to them so bad that they grew up to be child molesters, which I knew in my heart, based off of my character and the person I am, I knew I was never going to become a child molester. I was a child when these things happened, even with the girls. I've never done anything to a girl or anyone that they didn't want done or try to push on me in the first place. I was never a very sexually active person. Sex was never my favorite thing to do in life anyways. I never did take that big of a value into it. But when people would bring it to me, these people were like over sexualized and should not even know. These girls should not even know the things that they knew. Well, one time, after the trend became that never would happen anymore between me and the girls, I grew up a couple more years later, and it wasn't happening for a couple years. I wasn't being molested. The girls wasn't trying to molest me.